Okay, good morning everyone. First of all, if somebody did not see my message yesterday and they came to the class, sorry for that. Okay, but it was something very urgent. Okay, just came up in the morning, and there are two best days to miss the classes. You know that? Which are the two best days to miss the classes? Huh?
Death and illness.
No, two best days, not the reasons. Two best days to miss the classes. Which are those? Tell me. I just had one of them. So the best day to miss the class is either the. Come on. I missed the class on which day? Yesterday was our. So our first day, right? So best day. One of the best days to miss a class is the first day, and the other one, the last day. You guys are expert in this. You should know this, right? So next time you miss a class on the first day and the last day, you tell them what Dr. Onak told you. No. Yes. Okay. So, anyways. I just posted the link to the lecture which we were supposed to have yesterday. It was just the explanation of the syllabus and the term project. Okay, so I recorded a video and then I went to the class, the section in which I had the class, and I recorded it again. So you can see both videos in that link. Okay, and I'm planning that I will record the other lectures as well and I will upload them so you can see it later on. Okay, it will be available on the same link. The course syllabus, the term project, and all the slides and the books, they are already uploaded on the Blackboard. Anything which I ask you to submit will be on the Blackboard. Okay. Anybody here from any other section should leave. If you stay, okay, you can stay, but don't ask me to put your attendance. Okay, you attend with any other section, you can come and listen, but I'll not record your attendance. Okay, fair? Here. So we will move on now to the first topic of the course, which is related to traffic stream characteristics. Okay, the name of the book is mentioned, the book is uploaded on Blackboard, and the name of the chapter and the chapter number is mentioned in case you want to have a look at it. Okay, there are some other reference books which I uploaded and they have lot of practice questions. Many of them are solved. Okay, so it will be good for you if you are looking at the other books as well. Okay. When you think about traffic, when I say the word traffic, what comes into your mind? According to you, traffic means what?
Traffic lights or highways.
Roads, highways, traffic lights. Okay, what else? When I say there is too much traffic, I mean what? There is too much, there are too many cars, vehicles. Traffic means it's a combination of vehicles. Okay, and these vehicles interact with each other, right? One vehicle will do something, others have to react, or the other way around. Other vehicles are doing something, so you cannot be alone. Others are in a queue. No, I will go at 100 kilometers per hour. From where? Buy a plane and then go. Okay, but if you are part of the traffic, you cannot be alone. You have to interact with the others. You will affect others and others will affect you. For the time being, in these cars we have drivers. For the time being. Maybe next decade we will have only cars and the passengers are sleeping inside. The cars are doing everything. Maybe. Okay, but for the time being, we have when we say vehicles are interacting with each other, Basically, who is interacting with each other? The drivers. Okay, so traffic is made up of vehicles. Vehicles are driven by drivers, and these drivers interact with each other. Okay, now when we say the word stream means movement, right? We say internet is streaming, right? Data is streaming. We mean what? Movement of data. We have water stream, movement of water, right? Traffic stream, movement of, okay? So traffic stream means movement of vehicles. These vehicles are driven by drivers, and drivers interact with each other. Another thing which affects the driver is the highway. We said traffic signals, highways, okay? So this is all part of the road infrastructure. So drivers, they are not affected only by other cars and other drivers, they are also affected by the design of the road. Okay? At intersections, you have upward gradient, downward gradient, right? So your movement will change according to where you are driving, right? Okay, so traffic stream changes according to other drivers as well as the physical elements of the road. And the other thing which can affect, which we have seen since yesterday, is the environment around the road, the light conditions, the presence of water. Okay, we experienced it, right? Since yesterday we are experiencing it. There's water on the road, everybody is trying to avoid it. I don't know why. Let your tires get wet. What's the problem? If you want to avoid water, come to Karachi. There's rain, there's water up till here. People are still driving. Here the water is up to the ankle and people are moving away from the lane. Anyways. So the environment also affects the traffic stream. Okay. So traffic stream means movement of vehicles. It is affected by the drivers and the road design and the environment. Okay. Traffic stream has a lot of variation. Traffic does not move in the same manner throughout the day. Okay, the movement of traffic keeps on changing. The behavior of traffic movement keeps on changing. Sometimes it is very fast, sometimes it is very slow, and sometimes it is stuck. Okay, why does it happen? It happens because of mainly two reasons. The first one is variation in vehicles. Okay. Variation in vehicles means what? Variation in their number. More vehicles, the movement will be slow. Less vehicles, the movement will be faster. Okay. So number of vehicles, and obviously number of vehicles does not remain same. Number of vehicles at 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. is not the same, right? Okay. Obviously, when number changes, the traffic stream will move differently. Okay. Other thing related to vehicles is their type. Type of vehicles also change, right? At 7 a.m. maybe you will find more school buses. Okay. At night time maybe you will find more heavy trucks. Okay. In the evening maybe you will find more cars, and even more bikes as well, right? Okay. So obviously when different types of vehicles come into the traffic, their movement will change. Trucks cannot move like cars. Cars don't move as bikes. Huh? It's a problem, right? We are waiting in the queue and the bike rider is doing like this. We wish that we could be doing this, right? So this will obviously affect traffic. Okay. Then we have variations in driver behavior. Drivers do not drive in the same manner in different times, in different locations, and even according to their mood as well. Today I am very fresh, no exams, right? First class, I don't know what is happening. I'm not worried about the assignments. Let the exam day come. Everybody is insane. Everybody is mad. Okay. So obviously this affects your driving as well. It affects everything. What you are feeling affects everything. Okay. And you don't drive in the same manner according to different times and locations as well. Okay. Your driving at night is not the same as driving in the morning. Okay. When you are feeling tired, your driving is not in the same way. When you are in a hurry, you want to go get somewhere fast, you are driving different. You will take more chances. Okay. So when you change, others have to react to you, right? So there is one crazy driver, he is only one, but he can affect 10 others. And those 10 will affect more. Okay. So driver behavior, which does not, human behavior does not remain constant, obviously. You know that, right? Okay. Human behavior keeps on changing. Human behavior changes, it affects your driving and it affects your traffic stream as well. Okay. Okay, then we have types of traffic facilities. What are traffic facilities? Traffic facilities means highways and streets. Okay, so traffic facility is another name given to highways and streets. It means other things as well, but mainly highways and streets. Okay, types of highways and streets. You have studied types of highways in highway engineering. Anyone remembers? What are the types of highways? We call it functional classification of the highway. Urban, urban what? Urban is an area, right? Okay, and all three of them can be urban or rural. Urban arterial, rural arterial. Urban collector, rural collector. Urban local street, rural local street. Okay, so that was on the basis of what we call it functional classification. Okay, this is another type, or this is another type of classification which is on the basis of traffic flow. On the basis of traffic flow, highways are of two types. The one which you just mentioned is on the basis of function. This one which I will teach you now is on the basis of traffic flow. Got it? According to this classification, highways can be uninterrupted or they can be interrupted. You can have uninterrupted flow highways or uninterrupted flow highways. Okay? Uninterrupted means what? Without interruption. Uninterrupted, right? Without interruption. What is an interruption? What is a traffic interruption? Or what is a traffic interruption that can change the type of highway? An interruption that is fixed and external. An interruption that is fixed and external. If a highway has that type of interruption, then we cannot call it uninterrupted. We call it interrupted. Permanent. Now what do we mean by that? Let me give you an example. Signal, traffic light. What is a traffic light? It's an interruption. So it will make the highway interrupted. A highway which has a traffic signal cannot be uninterrupted. Okay? Why is that? Traffic signal. When you come to the signal, today I have a signal here. So will it happen that at night they will come and they will take the signal with them and go, take it out from that location? It doesn't happen, right? Signal is always there. So it is fixed, permanent. One condition, right? One condition was what? That the interruption should be fixed, permanent. What was the other condition? That it should be external. External. External means what? Signal is red. There is nobody in front of you. What should we do? Stop. So did you stop because of traffic? So this interruption is external. So a traffic light is an external interruption which is fixed. Got it? So a highway which has this type of interruption, I will give you the other examples as well, but you get the idea. You get the idea now. Okay? A highway which has a fixed external interruption cannot be uninterrupted, and a highway which doesn't have fixed external interruption is uninterrupted. Got it? Clear? Now, where do we put this fixed external interruption? I give the example of a traffic light, right? Where do we put traffic lights? On what? You know,
Cross sections.
cross sections. You have to take half of the word from here, half of the word from here, and join them. Intersections. Interruptions and cross sections. Very good. Okay. This is why I don't give now these type of questions in the other exams. Okay. Then I have to take the words. Oh, she wrote half a word here, half a word here. Anyways. Intersections, right? We call it what? Junction, right? Junction is more commonly used, right? So interruptions are given on junctions, intersections. Because on intersections, what happens? Why we call it an intersection? Multiple roads. So multiple roads, you have to interrupt it, right? Otherwise, it is not safe. Okay. So uninterrupted flow facilities, uninterrupted flow highways cannot have intersections, right? Because now you have to interrupt it. Okay. So uninterrupted flow highways do not have fixed external interruptions, and these interruptions are given on intersections. Okay. So uninterrupted flow facilities don't have interruptions because they don't have intersections. Got it? Clear? Okay. Now, what is the function of an intersection? From an intersection, I can enter the highway, right? I can enter I'm coming from somewhere else. I want to enter this highway. So I will do it from an intersection, right? If there is no intersection, there is no entrance. Okay. So we call it full access control. Full access control. Access means what? Access means entry. This door is an access. Okay. So an intersection provides you the door to the highway. Okay. So the highway which does not have intersections does not have these direct entry points. So that's why we call that this highway has full access control. It's controlling the entire access. Okay, I cannot enter the highway directly. Got it? Clear? Okay, so we have uninterrupted flow facilities. Uninterrupted means it does not have intersections. Because with intersections you have to interrupt. And the highway which does not have intersections has full access control because it does not have any direct entry. Got it? Okay. There are three types of highways which can be under uninterrupted flow. One of them is freeways. Whenever you hear the word freeway, it means uninterrupted, nothing else. Freeway always means uninterrupted. Okay? There are other types of highways which can be uninterrupted. Not always. They can be. One of them is rural two-lane highways. Rural two-lane highways can also be uninterrupted. Okay? Why is that? Now we have a two-lane highway in the campus, right? The ring road is two-lane, right? Is it interrupted or uninterrupted? This ring road is interrupted or uninterrupted? Uninterrupted.
Inside the university.
Inside the university.
Is it
Interrupted. You will go out of the parking area where you will go on the ring road, right? So it is interrupted. Okay. Can I make it uninterrupted? That's the question, right? How? Huh? I block all the entry, then where do I go? Huh? How do I come to the building, right? How do I come to the parking? So I cannot make it uninterrupted. Same thing happens in other 2-lane highways in your area, in the urban areas. You go to souk, okay, so you will see 2-lane roads. Can you make them uninterrupted? No. Where will the people go? You make it uninterrupted, the road is useless, nobody will be using it, right? So in urban areas, 2-lane highways cannot be made uninterrupted because there are people who are entering from both sides. They need entry, right? They need access, they need intersections, okay? But in rural areas, there the road going outside the city is 2-lane, but there is nobody around the road, nobody is living here or there, there is no shopping mall. I can make it uninterrupted, right? I don't have to provide any access, okay? So that's why rural 2-lane highways. You get the idea? 2-lane highways in urban areas, usually in busy areas, cannot be uninterrupted. But in rural areas, they are in open areas, no population, no business. Okay? So that's why in rural areas, 2-lane highways can be uninterrupted. Got it? Okay. Other highways can be multi-lane highways. In rural areas, urban areas, they can be uninterrupted as well. Okay? So freeways are always uninterrupted. Rural 2-lane highways are mostly uninterrupted, and multi-lane highways can always also be uninterrupted. Okay? We'll discuss these more in some other topic. Okay. So what will happen if you are on this highway, uninterrupted highway? Okay. If you stop, you will only stop because of what? On an uninterrupted flow highway, you will only stop because of external issue mean what?
An accident.
So an accident is not external. Accident happened with who? The car which was on the road, right? Okay. So you will stop because of the traffic itself. Okay. So on uninterrupted flow, there is no external crossing, there is no external interruption, there is no external traffic. So your movement only depends upon the road and your own traffic. On uninterrupted flow facilities, on uninterrupted flow highways, the traffic flow depends upon the traffic itself and the design of the road. That's it. No external factor can affect the flow of traffic. Got it? Okay, now we come to interrupted flow facilities. So interrupted flow facilities have interruptions, and these interruptions must be fixed and external. These interruptions are fixed and external. I already gave you one example, which was for a traffic light. Other examples I mentioned here, a stop sign is a fixed external interruption. Okay. A yield sign, they call it a yield sign. In Bahrain, they call it give way sign. Right? Have you seen the give way sign? What's the shape of the sign? Give way. Triangle, right? It's a inverted triangle. Okay. Anyways, if you haven't seen it, don't bother. You are blessed. Don't see the sign. Very. But even if there is no sign, but there is an intersection, you see on local streets in your area where you are living, on local streets you will see very often there is a road crossing, but there is no sign, because of the road which is crossing is a local street. It's a minor road, and you are also coming from a minor road. So at these locations we don't put any sign or any signal, but that doesn't mean it's not an interruption. It's still an interruption because you see the traffic coming from the other side, right? Okay. So any intersection point between two roads is an interruption, whether there is a sign or not. Okay. Similarly, if there is an intersection with a driveway, what is a driveway? You have come recently from Easter Town, right? You shifted from Easter Town, so everybody has seen Easter Town, right? So the road which is coming from Easter Town on the street outside, that's a driveway. Okay, you go to Salmania Hospital, right? There's a road inside the hospital, right? So that is a driveway that takes you towards the parking, and from here there you go onto the main road. That's called a driveway. So again, it's a road, right? It's a minor road, but still it's a road. So if you have intersection of this road with the highway, it's a interruption. Okay. Curb parking, parking on the side of the road. If you are allowing parking on the side of the road, that also makes it an interruption. It's not another road, but it's a parking area. So people are going from the road directly in the parking slot, okay, and they come out of the park directly from there on the road. So you take your, when you come out of the parking, you are on the road now. So if you are allowing this situation, this street or this highway is interrupted. Okay, got it? Okay, and the last thing is if you have any other access point. Access point I already explained, right? The entry point. So if you can directly enter or cross the highway from any point, okay, the examples are already given, but if there is any other new point which is not mentioned here, but there is direct access, it's a interruption. And the highway which has interruption is interrupted. Got it? Clear? Then we have traffic stream parameters, traffic data basically. Traffic stream parameters means what? Traffic data. Traffic data can be of two types, microscopic and macroscopic. Traffic data, traffic stream parameters are of two types, main two types, microscopic, macroscopic. Okay, when I say the word micro, what do I mean? This thing is microscopic. What do I mean? This is very small, right? Okay, the thing is very small. What is the smallest unit of traffic? Traffic is made up of what? Car, one vehicle. Okay, so if the data is about one vehicle or a pair is also considered small, microscopic. If a traffic parameter, traffic data is about one vehicle or a pair of vehicles, that comes under microscopic category. If it is more than pair, then it is macroscopic, the first one. Okay, so this one is for a group of vehicles. Group means more than two. This one means the smallest unit of traffic, which is one vehicle or a pair. Okay, so micro is for one vehicle or a pair, macro is for a group. Okay, within each category we will discuss three parameters. Under each category we will discuss three parameters. Okay, but there are others as well. These three or the set of these three, these two sets are more important, and this is what we will discuss in this course. But there are others as well. There are other macroscopic and microscopic parameters which are not written here. Got it? Okay. Under macroscopic, which is for a group of vehicles, we will discuss volume and rate of flow. This is what we will start with today. Okay. Volume or rate of flow means what? It means counting of cars, counting of vehicles, number of vehicles. Volume or rate of flow basically means number of vehicles. But then we have speed. You know speed, right? Then we have density. Okay, I will explain density later. Then we have microscopic parameters. Microscopic parameters again includes speed. What is this? The speed was there and speed is here again. Why? Mistake? Why?
individual cars that have speed? Like one car has
Yes.
speed?
So this is speed of individual. That's why it is in micro. This is speed of group of vehicles. That's why it's in macro. Got it? Clear? Okay. Then we have headway and spacing, which is between, this is for the pair of vehicles, and again we will discuss it later on. Okay. Today we will start with the macroscopic parameter, which is volume and flow rate. Okay. Volume, I said, is what? Number of vehicles. These number of vehicles can be passing a point, they can be passing a lane, or they can be passing a direction of the road. Okay. So volume can be for one point, can be observed for one point, for one lane, or for one direction. Okay. But it is volume always number of vehicles per unit time. So time is important. Okay. If you tell me the volume was 2000, then I will ask you 2000 in how much time? Okay. Because 2000 in half an hour is a lot. Very high traffic, very heavy traffic. And 2000 in 3 hours is nothing. So time is important. So volume is always per unit time. Okay. And the unit of time can be per day or per hour. For volume, the unit of time is always per day or per hour. Got it? Now, another thing which is related to volume, similar to volume, is flow. Okay. Flow is again number of vehicles per unit time. But now the time is less than 1 hour. So we call it flow. If the time was 1 hour, we'll call it what? Volume. Okay. If the time is less than 1 hour, we call it what? Flow. Okay. So you tell me, and you have to take the flow in your term project as well in the first task. So you check the videos. If you have any questions, you can come back to me with the questions. But anyways, if you observed volume or counted number of vehicles for 10 minutes, you give me a value, I'll call it what? You gave me flow. You did it for 1 hour and you give me this value, I will call it what? Volume. Got it? Okay. Then the third thing is flow rate. Now flow rate is related to what? Flow. Okay. And what was flow? Less than an hour. So you gave me a value which was observed for less than 1 hour. Okay. And then I will do what? I'll take that value and I'll convert it into an hourly rate. That value, after converting, I'll call it flow rate. So for example, you tell me I observed for 15 minutes and the value is 400. What do we call this 400? Flow. I take this 1500 and I convert it into 1 hour. Then I call it flow rate. Okay. And how do I do the conversion? How do I convert this 400 into 1 hour? Per hour? How? What do I do? 400 into what? I don't know. Say again. Huh? 400 times 4? Okay. Why times 4? Interpolation. Okay. Interpolation is a very good word. Huh? You keep on saying interpolation. Whatever happens, interpolation. Right? It's a sort of an interpolation. What you said, the reverse. 400 divided by 15 multiplied by 60. It is multiplied by 4. You can call it interpolation, no problem. Anyways, but you get the idea now. We'll get to the calculation later. We get the idea, right? So you tell me the flow rate is 1600. So what are the units? Vehicles per hour, because you convert it to per hour, right? You convert it to per hour. Flow rate is converted to hourly rate, right? So unit in the end is vehicles per hour. But you call it as, you tell me it's flow rate. So I know this value is calculated from flow. And flow is less than 1 hour. You tell me 1600 vehicles per hour is volume. So now what do I know? That you observed for 1 hour. You did not calculate it from flow. Got it? So you may have two values. I am saying this is per hour, this is also per hour. But I am calling this as flow rate and this one volume. So what's the difference? In flow rate, I did some calculations. My observation was less than 1 hour. In volume, there is no calculation. I observed for 1 hour and this is the value. Simple. Clear? Got it or not? Any questions? Okay.
Why do you both volume and flow?
You will see later. Okay. Yeah. Lot of times they will be. Okay. Even if they are from the same hour, they will be different. One value is calculated, the other one is observed. They are never exactly same. Okay. So volume can be per day or per hour, right? Volume can be per day or per hour. If it is per day, we call it daily volume. Okay. Now where do we use daily volume? Daily volume is used for documentation. Okay. For reporting. For future, predictions. Okay. So you know about the metro project, right? They started it. There was some news about it. So when you may have seen in those news, or if you have read any report about any other metro in some other country, there are metro in many other countries, right? So whenever they give you the report, they say 1 million people are using it every day. Even for wherein they say, okay, 1 million people, like 700,000 people will use it every day. Okay? Every day. So this is what daily volume, right? They are reporting metro to you as with daily volume. Okay? Now when they say 1 million people are using it, are all these 1 million people going in one direction? No. So they count one person going from here to here as one person. Another person coming from this direction to this direction, second person. Okay. So the daily volume is always counted for both directions together, merged. So when they say, for example, they may say every year 4,000 vehicles are increasing in Bahrain. Okay, or every day 1% traffic is increasing on this road. 1% in both directions again. So whenever something is reported daily, is always combination of both directions. You don't say in direction 1 I have this much per day and direction 2 I have this much per day. No. Per day is always summation of both directions. Okay? Total of both directions. Clear? Okay. Daily volume can be of 4 subcategories. If you understand the name of these subcategories, you will understand what do I mean. Okay, or what do they mean. The first one is average annual daily traffic, in short AATT. The second one is average annual weekday traffic, in short AAWT. Third one, average daily traffic, in short ADT. And the last one, average weekday traffic, which is in short AWT. Okay. Now what do we mean by the first one? AADT. Average. The first letter is what? Average. So I'm taking an average. Average for how much time? What is the second letter? Or the second word? Annual. So how much is the time? Annual means 1 year, right? Annual means what? 1 year. So I'm taking average for traffic of how much time? 1 year. Annual. What traffic? Daily traffic. So ADT is what? Average of daily traffic which is taken for 1 year. Okay? So you will have either 365 values or 366 values, right? Depending on if you have leap year. Got it? Okay? So AADT is what? Average of 1 year of daily traffic. Got it? Clear? Second one, AAWT, average. Average is here, right? How much time? How much time? Annual again, 1 year. But which traffic now? Weekday traffic. Now what is the weekday? Today, right? Today is the weekday, right? What is the weekday?
Sunday
Sunday
to Thursday.
to Thursday. For us, Sunday to Thursday, right? You are US then Monday to Friday. The working days. The working days. The days in which you have to come to the campus. Got it? Okay. So you are taking average for a total time of 1 year, but not daily. Only on weekdays. Okay? Clear?
Are we taking the average every day and then getting the whole number
No. You are taking every weekday and then doing the average in the end.
for the day?
For the daily, you are taking traffic every day.
And then getting the average of
The year. Okay. So average of 365 values.
So we'll end up with one value.
You end up with one. ADT is one. All of them are one value. But that one value comes from an average. An average of what? This is what is included in the term. Okay. Average of daily traffic. What did I take out? What is missing? Annual is missing, right? So this is average of multiple days of traffic, but not of 1 year. Less than 1 year. Less than 1 year. Okay, so ADT is average of traffic, but for less than 1 year. Clear? Okay or not? Okay. So it can be 1 month, 1 week, 3 days. Depends upon it. Then we have average weekday traffic. I am taking an average. There is no annual here, right? So it is what? How much time? How much time here?
It's the
Less than 1 year. Okay. Less than 1 year, but not of all the days. I am taking only on weekdays. Okay. So if you are calculating AWT for 1 week, how many days you will have? 5 days. If you are calculating ADT of 1 week, how many days you have? 7 days. Okay. So in daily you include everything. In weekday you are only including weekdays. Clear? Any questions? Okay.